in January, we took a road trip with Randy to get sawdust. And at that time we were in the big red grain truck. Today, he's got the Dodge Dually and the smaller of the sawdust wagons. Okay, we're gonna hop in and take a trip to Stevens, which is a cabinet making company in Teutopolis, so Randy can get some sawdust. How come you're turning this way? Do you always go this way?
We're just going to drive by and look at the cows.
It's a little after 12 and they look very content. Now we're headed in the right direction to go to town.
It ought to turn pretty green this week.
Yep. Why are we taking the Dodge Dually instead of the big red truck?
There's a couple things need to be done with the big grain truck. There was a leak on the power steering pump, and probably needs new seals or something put in it. And then the electronic throttle, a light would come on every so often, and it would run me down to an idle. And they're going to take care of that. And then they're going to check out the brakes. When it was cold, the air brakes didn't want to pump up right, and it could have just been the cold weather, but they're going to give it a look over and see if there's anything can be done or needs to be done. So should get it back hopefully by the end of this week, and be ready to go for hauling more sawdust. And then in April we'll have to start hauling some beans to town.
So how long you been using this? About 2 weeks?
It's been a week or so, yeah. And I mean, it works good. It's just it's not as big a load as the sawdust truck, so we run a little bit short on sawdust. And with the better weather coming up, I think that'll help. We'll be able to cut back on some sawdust, I think, too.
Okay, we're on our way to Stevens Industries. Randy, how many years do you think we've been getting sawdust from them?
We've gotten sawdust as long as I can remember. For years they delivered it out with a truck and trailer, and I think around 2015 or so we started getting it on Mondays, and just kind of always been getting a load every Monday from them. So for a good 10 years now I've been hauling it, but for 30 some years we've been getting sawdust from them.
To the left is 3Z Printing, and that's the factory where our brother Hank works.
And there's the old school.
He means the high school. Does it make you wish you were back in high school?
Not really.
Me either.
Way in there, and then you go into town to the mill.
There's the junior high school.
Here we are at Stevens.
roll back the tarp. Does the sawdust come out of more than one of those chutes?
Yeah, it's all load in that second drop. If I got the big truck, but with this one, I load the first drop. And then just start it up. Hope it all runs.
So number one chute is open and the rest are closed.
Yep.
I hear it coming, but
It'll take a minute probably. Sometimes it's empty on the weekends. And it'll take a little bit to get going. When it's all running.
I can see it. I don't think the camera can show it, but I see it whirling around up there.
Now we'll see the fish.
Come on, folks, let's go see the fish.
Pretty good sized bluegill looks like. I know there's a few pretty good sized catfish, but probably won't see them unless I have some feed.
Do they ever have a fountain?
Sometimes in the summer they'll run it. Probably over too far to the side.
This stuff looks a little coarser than the stuff you get at Bo's.
It is a little bit. It's like particle board.
So tell us about this ram.
We got this about 3 years ago and bought it to put on this sawdust trailer, mainly for when we was hauling grain, because it was quite a load for a 3/4 ton pickup, and put it on the sawdust trailer last fall, and it's been a really good fit for hauling grain and nice for sawdust too. I mean, it's about too nice of a truck for the dusty job it has, but it's it doesn't handle the trailer a lot better.
Well, this is way better than the last time we got sawdust. When we went on that field trip with Randy the last time, it was 0 something below, windy. Now it's probably 60 something degrees.
Yeah, much more pleasant.
Great. north side. What's up with the ag bag cardboard?
It's just fill up the front a little bit more, but I was always gonna redo the front plywood thing to match up with the sideboard, but never did.
He's trying to maximize this trip. Looks like it's full enough for Randy, so he's gonna shut it down. Now where you go cover it? In there? This is another reason that you want to line it up correctly.
Well, I kind of miss that big truck. I can about load it without spilling any.
Yes, it's a shame that we just got it one season ago and had some issues, so.
But it's better now than when it gets to be fall.
When you're hauling grain.
Yeah.
Our faithful viewer, Mr. Rob, he's going to really get a kick out of this. Yep. A great day for a walk in the park.
just a little taller. That wasn't too bad.
Crisscross applesauce. Just like that, it's time to head back to the farm. And here comes Tony to help unload. Scan across the dairy herd, in this front barn anyway, and you can see they're very peaceful at this time of the afternoon. And of course there are some that want to stay outside and eat. Gotta push in the excess. And this is how it is 3 times a week. Mondays from Stevens, Wednesdays and Fridays from Bose. It's very time consuming, but they are happy to be able to get this sawdust. Well, I hope you all enjoyed coming along on our road trip with Randy. Signing off from Beckman Brothers Dairy and More. Hope you all have a wonderful week.